Hi, my name is Tim, and I will be answering the questions of the exercise Knowing Yourself Authentic Self. So, for the first question, what are your vulnerabilities, blind spots, and shadow sides? To what extent do you use your defensive armor as a shield to protect yourself from exposing your vulnerabilities with others? I would say my vulnerabilities or blind spots. I've been thinking for a while about that, what it actually was, and I think on the main thing what I came is actually respect towards other people. Um, it sounds pretty big, but it can also be really small things, like um, going to live with somebody is a big decision that you sometimes make. Either it's your best friend, your girlfriend, or whatever. You need to have respect towards each other, and if you don't have that respect, I would say um, that's the thing that I really don't like. Also, if you talk to people, that's sometimes that thing of respect is also very important to me. If I talk to somebody, or if somebody's talking to me, I want to show them that I'm interesting and willing to listen to them, that I'm looking to them, that I'm showing that I want to talk to them. If I wouldn't want to talk to them, I would have showed them that in a different way. But it's I think that's kind of a thing of respect too, and also in the way how you talk to people is if you want to talk to people, you want to be nice and polite to them by talking to them, and not be rude or anything. Well, for me, will be in that matter will be like a vulnerable thing is like sometimes when you talk to people and you're having a discussion and you getting like to a little word fight, I would say sometimes people don't even think what they say, and they can even hit your weakest spot, and that's where then comes my blind spot. Is if people would ever talk about family members of me, mother, dad, uh, that's my blind spot. That's just where mm, my head just, I would say, or my eyes just turn black, and I just can lose my mind very easy with that. I have never taken it. I've never taken it very good, just because I have been raised by my mother, and she has always been my number one. So if anybody says something about that, or about, even if people told me about how, like, if I did something wrong and they said like, in what kind of thing were you raised, or how did your family raise you, I've never taken it good. I have been very bad in taking those things, and yeah, they have punished me also for that, like in school. Like if teachers would say that to me, I would just flip out on them, and it has cost me some times to be extra at school to do some I would say like more homework just for them to not react anymore like that. um, so yeah, those will be one of my most vulnerable things. And then also like a blind spot is sometimes I am in sports especially, I'm very emotional. I always want to win. I'm not a guy that wants to lose, so always whenever we play and there is something going on and it's not going well, or the referee is making mistakes, and I know people can make mistakes, but still I react to the referee, and I get so emotional. I can just keep yelling and yelling and yelling, and once in a while I always will need to go and talk with the coach about that, because I already know I am so emotional that they just don't like it, so they will just like talk to me about it. And then for the second question, when you face displeasing situations or receive critical feedback from others, how are you able to take in the feedback and respond on a constructive manner without acting defensively? Um, I am always open for feedback, or from anyone. especially in situations like in the field that I want to go into, in soccer, in coaching, also in class. I'm a person that always need feedback just to know what I did wrong or what I did well. Even if I did well and I get feedback, I always take it. Even if I know I did it well, I will say, yeah, I know I did well, but I know maybe next time I can do that and even do that better. So I like feedback. I always want feedback from anybody and everybody. I like it, and I like to talk about feedbacks with other people, because other people might have other ideas than you and other feedback than you have in your head. And so if you have those two feedbacks or more feedbacks, you can put them in one piece, and then maybe you have like a bigger feedback that can help you towards your next step and your next goal. The third question will be, how well do you understand the emotional makeup of others and their needs? How sensitive are you relating to others' needs and helping others? How skillful are you in building lasting relationships? In my younger ages, I was never really good in understanding people and knowing if they were sensitive or not. So I've made a couple times big mistakes, and I have paid for those mistakes, even sometimes towards my mother even. And even now in the days, I'm still sorry for that. But I mean, you grow up and they raise you, so they teach you also the best things, how you can be as a person. But now later in my life, even now on, I am really good in reading people, even know if there is something going on with them. I can see it, I can pick that up, I try to help them. I go on, try to have a talk with them, try to help them. And that's actually how you even help your friends building long lasting relationships. If you can see that and you show them that you are there for them, and that you want to help them, they can tell you your story. If you then can give them a feedback from maybe your experience or even what you think, and you can talk about it and see what conclusion you can come, they will remind that you have talked to them, and so they will come back the next time they are again in the same problem and they don't know what to do, or they come in another situation and they have a problem and they don't know what to do. You will be the first name that pops up in their mind or in their brain or in their head, and they say, oh, I need to go to him because he helped me last time really well and I need his help again. And that happened already a couple of times to me, like later in my life, that I have helped people and they straight away remember I helped them and they came back to me for more help and more help. So, and since that, always if somebody wants to talk to me about their problems, I'm always open for that. With my friends, family, with my mother, we always can talk about everything and anything. We have a good relationship. I have a lot of good relationships with my family, my little brother, my sister, my dad, with my friends, all my best friends. So yeah, I have really good long lasting relationships that I know that will be for the rest of my life. How comfortable am I with myself right now? I am pretty comfortable with myself right now, who I am, who I actually become, just because at the point when I came here to America, I didn't really have a clue what I wanted to do, what was going to happen with me. And now, look, I would say 4 or 5 years later, I already have a lot of things planned up. I got my bachelor, what I never thought would happen in my life. I'm still playing soccer at the moment, but now I want to become a soccer coach. I've got a plan A and a plan B to become a soccer coach. I even want to try and even to go pro one day as a soccer coach. And even the step to come here to America has been pretty big for me, but I loved every second when I was here, what I did here. So I'm really comfortable with who I am, the person that I am. I hear also a lot of positive things about me, that I'm a positive guy, that a lot of people like to talk to me about everything, that they can laugh at me, that they can have a fun time with me. And that's the best thing what you can hear as a person. If people can surround with you and have a fun time, that means that you and the other person also can have a fun time and be with each other and have a great time. So I'm really comfortable with myself, who I am, and I hope I keep growing in that field and keep going with my life like that. Those were my answers for this week. Thank you very much.